In Ohio Country today, brought to you in part by the following: Koenig Equipment, Allen Davis Insurance Agency, Trupointe Cooperative, Brumball Law, the Ohio Soybean Council, the Ohio Corn Growers, and Rural Community Insurance Services.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Gary Jackson. And Gary, we're at the headquarters for Trupointe here in beautiful Piqua, Ohio.
And what a location it is. We've been here before, Dan, but for the members and the farmer members of Trupointe Cooperative, this is a fabulous building. They can do so much in the building, and it's a pleasure for them to invite us to do this today.
You know, we really do appreciate the sponsorship of Trupointe here on In Ohio Country Today. One of those businesses that's just growing leaps and bounds since they've been with us on the air since 2005. And one of the things that helps a company grow or is necessary for company growth are some of the interns, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Well, we're talking with the interns. We also had an opportunity to visit with the CEO, Larry Hammond, and he talked about the internship program and a lot of other things, too. Don't want to miss that because Trupointe indeed is growing.
And once again, we want to thank Trupointe for their fine sponsorship here on In Ohio Country Today. We'll have those stories and more this week in Ohio Country Today.
Most of us struggle with protecting the nest egg we've built. And when you're suddenly faced with providing long-term care for you or a loved one, you need someone now who you can trust to help you keep control of your home, your farm, and your assets. Protecting that nest egg is what we do best. We're Brumball Law Firm. Call us today to schedule a free consultation anywhere, anytime. We'll come to your home, farm, or business to see if we can help. Brumball Law Firm, using Ohio law to protect your assets.
Hello once again, everyone. The Employment and Development Manager with Trupointe Cooperative is Joyce Stacy. Joyce, it's good to talk with you. Can you tell us a little bit about your background, maybe an agricultural background or?
Well, I didn't actually grow up on a farm, but my grandparents had a milk route in the Lebanon-Mason area, and they delivered, my grandfather would pick up milk from the farmers and deliver it to Kroger. So that kind of started my interest in that. But then I came to, grew up in Lebanon and started working for the co-op in Lebanon, which was agri-urban. It became Southwest and now Trupointe. I started actually out in accounts receivables and worked my way up into human resources.
Now you're working with the interns, the internship program that Trupointe has. Can you describe what that program is all about?
Yeah, this has been, since Trupointe, this is when I got to take over with the intern program. I was asked to take it, and I was really excited because I enjoy working with the young people. And what we do here at Trupointe, we interview the young people and pick 8 to 10 every year. We then put them in different locations, whether it's in agronomy, grain, energy, and once we do that, part of the focus of our internship program is to have them not only learn the operations of Trupointe as a whole, but we also have them shadow other departments so that they know how it all works together, how one department affects another. And that's it. Sorry.
How do you choose the interns, or do you work with specific colleges and universities?
We do. Actually, we've had them from Purdue. We've had them from Iowa State. We've had them the Ohio State, Wilmington, Findlay. So we go to the different schools sometimes and recruit. Actually, we partner with Land O'Lakes, and Danny Heron, who is the Land O'Lakes representative, will send me resumes, and we will set up interviews with them. And we have a team that does that, and we interview, and then we select from that process.
And I'm sure that you make all of this knowledgeable to the universities, who in turn will be getting the word out to students. Now, do you have, I guess my question is, students that are not involved or have not come from the farm, so to speak?
Yes. Actually, this year one of our interns has not grown up on a farm, but became interested through a friend of his who did, and he just knew that he wanted to go into agriculture, and he's been taking classes at Wilmington, and he's doing a great job.
You know, I guess that's very important because with less than 2% of our population involved in production agriculture, where's the future employees of agricultural cooperatives such as Trupointe, where are they going to come from?
That's a great question. We like I said, we go to the schools and into the ag classes, and it's really about word of mouth. That's our goal, is to have interns that enjoy this and go out and they tell their friends, and we've had a lot of back from that, people applying from that. But yeah, it's becoming more urbanized, and it's harder and harder to find young people that are interested in going into the ag business.
Well, Joyce, just a few minutes of watching some of the students listening to some of the major points of the cooperative. It sounds like it's a well-rounded program. They learn about almost everything involved with Trupointe.
That is true. That is our goal. I usually have speakers come in. I've had them come in from accounting, from grain, from feed, from energy, just so that they can see, as I said earlier, how Trupointe comes together. What's the bottom line? Why does someone have to have a balance sheet? How do the managers? How are they responsible for these things?
Well, Joyce, if some students now or future students are looking at what we're talking about and would like to get a little bit more information about the internship program, what's the best way, or how should they go about doing that?
Well, first of all, they should contact Danny Heron, which I have that information, but they could contact me here at Trupointe, and I can forward that on to Danny so that we can go through that selection process, because that is how we do it. And I just would like to add that last year we hired 4 of our interns full-time.
And now we're visiting with Cole Sessler from Wittenberg University. Cole is from South Charleston, and Cole, as an intern with Trupointe, your involvement's been with agronomy. Can you give us a little bit of an update?
Yeah, I've been working out of the Maplewood location. I've been doing a lot of soil sampling, tissue sampling, working with growers, working on my project with some progressive growers, and just really trying to learn from the employees at the branch.
Well, soil sampling and all of that, you can have the most modern technology, but you've got to have the basics before you can even start having a good crop.
That's true. You can have all the technology you want, but until you really understand the dynamics behind it, the soil sampling and understanding the tissue sampling, the results, you're really not going to be able to convey that process to the farmer themselves in an understanding matter.
Well, we've come so far in soil and tissue sampling over the last 10, 15 years and going back beyond that. Do you sometimes have a chance to look ahead and think what will be there another 5 or 10 years down the road?
I try to think about the new technology that's coming out. I believe that farmers are going to have the ease of use in their hands, maybe from a smartphone, not have to wait on the tissue sample results or soil sample results, maybe get the results back that day.
Well, what you're doing as an intern with Trupointe is something that it sounds like you might want to do as a lifelong career.
Oh yeah, I'd love to work for an agronomy company such as Trupointe, just because of the values and the family atmosphere that Trupointe has all around every branch.
The philosophy of a cooperative, is that enticing as well?
That is. I mean, having your customers pretty much manage your brand or your company that's as a whole really makes for a fun atmosphere.
We're visiting now with Taylor Green from Hurricane, West Virginia, and a student at West Virginia State University. My goodness, how do you get up to Ohio and being an intern with Trupointe Cooperative?
Okay, keep talking. Well, it started out, my cousin-in-law, I was talking to him over Christmas one year, and he works for the cooperative, and he was telling me about all the benefits they've got with Trupointe and how nice the company is, and I thought it might be a place I'd want to work, so looked into it and was accepted into the Trupointe intern program.
Is this something with agronomy, I believe, is what you're involved with the internship program. Is agronomy something that interests you very much?
Yes, sir. I enjoy it. I grew up on a farm, and I would really like to get into it. Growing up on a farm made me a hard worker, and this is something you got to work hard to get into, so I like it.
I think most of our viewers understand the work ethic of anyone that is reared on a farm. With what you have done so far, what year are you in school?
I will be a senior at West Virginia State in business management.
Okay. Little Bird told me that in last year's internship program they had 8 interns and they hired 4 full-time. So that sounds pretty good, right?
Yes, it does. Like I said, I would really like to work for this company. They've got great benefits. The employees are wonderful, and I really enjoy working alongside the people I do work with. The
cooperative philosophy, is that something that interests you very much?
Yes, it does. Like I said, it's a good place to work, and with the cooperative, it's a little different. It takes some getting used to, but overall, I still love the company.
And now we visit with Robert Webb of Chesterville, Ohio, a little bit northeast of Columbus. Robert, you're involved with grain operations for your internship. This something that interests you? You think that this could be something that you'd want to devote a future?
Yeah, very much. I'm the only intern this summer that's doing the grain operations, and so I kind of feel like I'm the special one. But I've always grown up around farming and always interested in how the logistics of everything works, and I know there's people got to eat, so there's definitely a future for young guys like me, and just really excited about how farming's getting better and better and bigger.
Well, with all the companies that have internship programs, why did you want to try this one with Trupointe?
Well, I go to Ohio State University, and they have a career fair at the college, the agricultural college, and got to talking with them at the career fair, and they just seem like a real good company. They have a lot of things going for them, and there was an opportunity for the summer, and so I thought maybe I'd go try a different part of the state out for the summer and see how things were, and I've been really happy and really glad I picked this internship this summer.
Have you learned a lot so far?
Yeah, I day one walked into the elevator, and I've never seen that side of farming before, and so it was kind of overwhelming with there's a lot of buttons and grain moving everywhere, but pretty comfortable now, and I've loaded, unloaded semis and trains, and we just got done with wheat harvest here, and that was a pretty cool experience. And so, yeah, I'm very happy with the internship.
And now we visit with Corey Stevens. Corey is involved with getting a degree at Wilmington College. And Corey, your aspirations are in agronomy, and that's your internship. I suppose you've learned quite a bit this year so far?
Oh, yeah. This internship's really taught me a lot. You can spend a lot of time in the classroom, but getting out there and actually doing it is what really makes me learn a lot more.
Getting out where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, you get to see a little bit of this, the ever-evolving technology face-to-face, so to speak. This is something that you're finding that you're learning a little bit more about all the time?
Oh, yeah, the technology is huge in this, in this industry. I actually took a tour of Spectrum Analytics, which is where we take our tissue samples, and just the way that they digest those plants is just a lot of machinery and a lot of technology that goes into that.
Is this something that you could see yourself doing 5-10 years down the road?
Oh yeah, I love this. This is what I want to do, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I could definitely see myself doing this.
Other agronomy majors in various other colleges and at Wilmington as well. Would you recommend this program at Trupointe if they have the opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. This internship's it's given me a really broad spectrum of this company, and I would definitely recommend it for sure.
Now we visit with Doug Seager of Fort Loramie. Doug is a student at ATI, and Doug is an intern with Trupointe Cooperative, studying and working with agronomy. Doug, what have you learned so far this year that's maybe a little bit of a surprise coming in?
I learned the different application rates of chemicals and how much chemicals you apply per acre, and the different handling techniques when handling chemicals, and it would be useful in the future when spraying own fields because I live on a family farm. So I like learning the different application rates.
Now, is this something that you want to take back to the family farm? Is that in your future, or do you look possibly at working for a cooperative such as Trupointe?
Most likely I want to return to the family farm. We farm about 3,000 acres, and we are looking at a self-propelled sprayer, and I might be one of the person that operates it. So I would like to return to the family farm with my dad and my uncles and my cousins.
Very good. It sounds like a good aspiration to hold. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been really good working for Trupointe. I learned the different aspects of the company, and I learned how a co-op works in and off the family farm, and it's been a good learning experience for me.
And now we're visiting with Mike Mikewold of Waterville. And Mike is an agronomy major at The Ohio State University. Mike, you're involved in an internship program that some folks that are watching right now may not be familiar about. Can you bring us up to date?
Sure. I'm working with the PCT facility in Kettlersville, Ohio. PCT stands for Progressive Crop Technology, and it's the brand that Trupointe uses to sell their fertilizers that are very unique to Trupointe, and their fertilizers that are very specific for certain applications to help our farmers push their yields even higher.
Now, just a few years ago, fertilizer prices were out the roof and all of that. Times have changed, and can you give us maybe a couple of reasons why fertilizer prices hopefully are going to be pretty economical for farmers in the next few years?
I think one of the things that's going to be a big role in that is the cost of energy. That's one of the biggest parts of fertilizer, and with the fact that we're doing there's drilling going on in Ohio and up in North Dakota and natural gas and things, that's going to hopefully drive down energy prices, which will in turn help fertilizer. And also, as we get more technologies to manage this fertilizer, putting the right product in the right acre in the right amounts, we'll be able to better manage it and get better returns on that investment, and that'll help make it more economical also.
Mike, you're also in your internship being taught about how important customer service is.
Yes, that's correct. And customer service is so important, whether it's the salesman, whether it's the custom applicator, the person at the branch, the person doing the billing. It doesn't matter who it is. We need to give all of Trupointe's customers that great experience that Trupointe is known for, so that they'll continue to come back and give their business to us.
You had an opportunity to choose various companies. Are you happy with your selection of Trupointe for your internship?
Very much so. Trupointe's a very innovative company, very forward-looking, and there's lots of potential here at Trupointe, and I'm very glad I made my decision.
Now we're visiting with Ashley Clark from Winchester. Ashley goes to Wilmington College, and can you tell us a little bit, Ashley, your major?
I'm majoring in ag business. I'll be a senior this year in the fall, so that's pretty exciting.
Tell us why you selected the internship program with Trupointe Cooperative. I'm sure that there were several different internships. Why go in this direction?
I actually interned for Trupointe last year as a grain intern. I just really loved how this company works. They're centered around family, and they really do care about you, and they care about their employees. So it was kind of an easy choice when they offered me another internship this year. So I couldn't turn it down.
What have you learned this year that maybe surprised you, that you didn't think that you would learn about the internship program and about Trupointe?
Well, I think the one thing that really surprised me is how dedicated their sales representatives are. They go above and beyond to go out of their way for their customers, delivering seed or delivering fertilizer or things of that nature way past hours. They work pretty much all week, every day in the springtime with the agronomy. So it's always nice to see that same dedication that you have in other people.
5 years down the road, what do you want to be doing?
Well, since I am a senior, I hope that, in October, November, I'll be interviewing for jobs, and I hope that Trupointe is one of those companies I'm interviewing with, and I would really, really like to work with Trupointe. I feel like it'd be a good fit for me, and I feel like I could be an asset to the company. So hopefully somewhere in sales, either propane or agronomy, but really working with people and building those relationships with customers that I can have for a long time.
And now we visit with Sierra Heaton of Findlay College, and we'd like to ask you first, what is your internship so far with Trupointe? How's it been going? And tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so I've been interning with Trupointe in the Marketing Services Department, and I'm mostly working on photography, graphic design, and a little bit of writing. I've been working on the employee newsletter for Trupointe employees, and then my project this summer is to work on an intern brochure for recruitment.
Now, with that, do you get to go out and visit some of the locations and meet with the people who on a day-to-day basis have some dealings with farmers, the farmer members?
I've actually just been dealing with mostly Trupointe employees to get their pictures. A lot of them don't like their picture taken, but I kind of work with them to get their pictures, and I've been traveling to a lot of locations.
Okay. As you've done this in some of the publications that you're putting together, have your eyes been opened to any? Is there any? I've been asking all the interns if there are things that surprise them now after going through the internship program that they didn't think that they would experience before.
I guess I would say the marketing services department has been really helpful with me to help me accomplish the things that I wanted to learn and experience. The biggest thing that surprised me is just the willingness for any employee to help me out.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.